Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to A Better World with Adrienne. I am so grateful that you are here and we are coming together for another powerful transmission on the podcast. Whether this is your first episode tuning in or you are an OG and you've listened for years, welcome, welcome, welcome. Reminder that you are never obligated to be who you were even 5 minutes ago, even one breath ago. The only moment we ever have is now. Time isn't real, future isn't real, past isn't real. The truth is, I am. The truth is now. Before we get into today's topic, today's transmission, two invitations, two announcements. If you are the soul who wants to go deep into this work, if you are the soul who is barreling forward with joy and you are seeking a unicorn space of transformation, of healing, of knowledge, of skill, where you will take the concepts that I teach on this podcast, in this platform, in this movement, and you make them your daily normal, your daily reality through the four quadrants: health, wealth, happiness, and freedom. This is the movement of souls here on Divine Assignment, New Earth Elite. Okay. When you join my world, when you become my client, when you go deep, you become the 1% of the 1%, pioneering a better world, pioneering new earth, literally birthing new realities with precision. So, if you are the soul who wants to go deeper, there's two ways you can do so with me right now. First way is you and I can work together one-on-one. This is a extremely exquisite premium space. It's not for everyone. This is for you if you want concierge, bespoke, custom for you mentorship, healing, coaching, high performance in every single part of your life to 100x your mission from the ancient codes, okay? It's the unique combination of spiritual mastery and high performance. So I'm welcoming one new client. If you are interested in working with me one-on-one, the application is in the show notes. The other way you can work with me is Greece Atlantis. New Earth activation happening on the islands. 8-8 Lionsgate portal and the inaugural Leo eclipse in August of 2026. Eight powerful souls from all around the world are coming together. I'm leading you through a 6-day soul pilgrimage, reclaiming past lives in Atlantis, reclaiming the Atlantean timelines. You arrive one person, you leave another. It's a complete, total life trajectory. This is not a retreat. This is not a vacation. This is a soul activation. If you want to join us in Greece, the link to apply is in the show notes. I would love to welcome you. So make moves if you feel called to one or both of those spaces. If you want to combine both of them, we can absolutely do that, and you get a creme de la creme bundle. Okay, today's episode. Let's take 3 deep breaths together because this podcast is not like other podcasts. This is a ceremony. And on the altar is just rose quartz. A lot of rose quartz is coming through right now because we get to be drenched in unconditional, dripping gold spiritual royalty love now more than ever. You've got to remember and reclaim and live the fact that you are spiritual royalty and treat your life as such, treat your energy as such, and don't allow mediocrity to access you. Don't allow fear to access you. And coming back to this ancient, alchemical, unconditional love again and again and again and again and again. 3 deep breaths together to connect our minds, bodies, and spirits, and to just ground because the energy right now is really quick. And I'm going to get into why in today's topic, which is Gemini Genius and the new 7-year cycle. Yes, we have just begun a brand new 7-year cycle. Yes, the energy is going very, very quick. You're not crazy. Yes, Most of the collective will spiral very quickly into chaos. You've got to be the person who spirals very quickly into connection, into circuitry, into love, into abundance, into service, into magic, into power, into wealth, into bliss, into harmony, into health. So, no matter what you're doing, if you're on a walk, if you're driving a car, if you're drinking a cup of tea, just feel in your body. Be here now. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Two more like that. Inhale through the nose. Feel all of our souls connect. All of our souls, a network of powerful souls are connecting. Keep holding because you can. Exhale out the mouth. One final inhale through the nose. Hold at the top and bring an intention forward to this space. Not what are you going to take? What are you going to get? What are you going to give? What energy are you bringing to this space? Is it presence? Is it gratitude? Is it joy? Is it curiosity? Exhale out the mouth. I wanted to specifically open with breathing and landing in the body because the energy right now is so fast. And I felt called and inspired to just teach on the energetics of what's opening in May of 2026. And all of these episodes are timeless. If you are listening to it in the moment, it's epic. If you're listening to it 5 years in the future, it's epic because studying the energy forward and back is how you gain mastery. Okay. This is not about horoscopes. This is not about TikToks. This is about deep dives into the truth of the ancient codes, right? And Gemini Genius is a term that I coined back in 2021. And Gemini Genius, what's happening right now, and I'm recording this in Gemini season. We just had a Gemini Uranus Cazimi, the first one out of seven. We're going to have the next 7 years. So the next 7 years, we are in a cycle collectively. It's impacting the entire collective. It's impacting the planet. It's impacting the whole universe and galaxy. It's impacting your life and your business and your soul mission very specifically and uniquely. The energy of shock, upheaval, change, and revolution is going to be activated and accessed through Gemini Genius, through the exalted frequency of Gemini energy. Gemini is one of the most misunderstood signs and frequencies in the zodiac. Why? Because in its exaltation, in its highest potency, it is one of the most challenging things we are called to master unconditionally in this lifetime, in this human experience, which is to be able to hold multiple truths at once. Gemini is the twins. Gemini is multiple things. In low frequency, in when people speak evil speech about Gemini energy and they hate on Gemini energy, they call it Jekyll and Hyde. They call it two-face. They call it, oh, not picking a lane, inconsistency. And do those things exist? Yes. And Gemini in its exalted frequency is holding multiple truths at once. Multiple things can be true at the exact same time. They don't cancel each other out. And we can do it from a space of non-judgment. This is extremely challenging, especially in a world and a time where there's so much noise trying to cause us to dehumanize ourselves, dehumanize one another, to separate ourselves, to be in judgment, to be like, oh, are you left or right? Oh, are you pro-vax? Are you anti-vax? Oh, are you pro-war, anti-war? Like all of that is bullshit. We've got to rise above into Gemini genius. And I coined this term because the genius of Gemini is truly to be holding multiple truths at once from a space of curiosity, from a space of levity. And Gemini rules the mind space, ruling the mind space. All, every single soul, we all have Gemini energy within us. You don't need to have Gemini placements. And this specific 7 year window that's opening from now until May 22nd, 2033, Uranus, the planet of shock, upheaval, change, and revolution, is in Gemini. Historically, every time Uranus has entered Gemini, there has been war on our planet in different ways. Okay, Haitian Revolution, French Revolution, American Revolution. Gemini is a very, very quick energy. It's a mutable air. It transmutes, it transfigures things. Gemini also rules the breath and the lungs and the nervous system. Gemini rules everything that there's two of. It rules the hands, right? There's two lungs, there's two hands. Gemini genius is not about putting yourself in a box. It's about, okay, I can hold multiple truths at once because I'm an alchemist, because I'm a multi-dimensional being. And part of this is, can you hold the multiple truths of I'm operating in the 3D reality right now and also making and birthing paradigms with precision, literally in the 5D, pulling shit out of the void with precision, with mastery. This is what makes New Earth Elite different. No more do we allow mediocre spirituality to be present. This is the people that say it is what it is. I go with the flow, blah, blah, blah. It's victim consciousness in a different outfit. It's I refuse to channel wealth because I think I'm holier than thou. It's like being broke is literally disrespectful to the creator. We have got to be pouring from overflow. Health. Do you value your vessel and your energy above all else? Do you scroll yourself brain dead? You want to know how, so Gemini Genius is your access point to radical seismic quantum change on your terms until 2033. If you do not claim this relentlessly through your breath, through your nervous system reset, not regulation. Nervous system regulation is a dark force agenda where Uranus and Gemini transit for the next 7 years is being leveraged and used against the collective for oppression. To keep you looping, to keep you distracted, to keep you scrolling, to keep you on a fool's errand of like, what are all the boxes I got to check to regulate my nervous system? Babe, you are not here to be regulated. You are here to be liberated. Regulation is literally settling for scraps. It's like getting yourself out of fight or flight for like 30 minutes and then you're right back in it. Absolutely fucking not. And I'm just letting my channel rip right now and it feels really good because Uranus is all about shock. I'm here to shock you awake into your destiny. Hire me if you want to be held in a space of deep love and compassion and also a very interruptive space of the truth of your power and the truth of your mind. Gemini Genius is about ruling the mind space. It's about thoughts, words, actions, and the nervous system. You've got to get to the root of your nervous system and take command of your nervous system and reclaim your nervous system. Otherwise, remember your nervous system and your subconscious mind. I have so many episodes about breathwork. Just search it in my queue. The most recent one is why breathwork beats therapy every time. And I go deep into why literally every single one of my high proximity clients has told me after their first breathwork journey. By the way, when I say breathwork, I'm not talking about what 99.9% of people are talking about. It's become a buzzword. Why? Because dark forces want to cheapen its potency. I'm not talking about Ujjayi. I'm not talking about box breathing. I'm not talking about Wim Hof. I'm talking about lay down, do a shamanic holotropic journey, and literally heal your own bloodline, release DMT in your own brain, open your own Pandora's box on your own terms in a safe space to heal your lived experience, trauma, past life trauma, bloodline patterns, ancestral things. Open up your access to bliss and joy at the very same time. It's about liberation. If you do not do this, the next 7 years, you will spiral into chaos and self-destruction because the energy is going so fast. And I'm not saying any of this to scare you. I'm literally reading energy and saying this is the energy. The past 7 years up till now, Uranus was in Taurus. So between 2018 and 2026, Uranus was in fixed Earth. It was going a lot slower because Taurus is literally the most slow-moving sign and slow-moving frequency in the whole zodiac. It's stubborn as fuck. It's literally a mountain. It's literally the bull, right? So it goes slow. And so we had a lot of change and upheaval and shock. Uranus is all about breaking free. It's all about freedom. Like, it's about shaking shit up so there can be actually real change. And you're either going to shake shit up on your terms deliberately and get what you want, or you are going to be in victim consciousness and life is going to shake shit up for you in a way that's pain. And I'm inviting you right here to claim your change, claim your shake up on your terms, running toward pleasure, running toward power, running toward your destiny, running toward abundance, running toward your health, running toward your soul mission on your terms, rather than having life kick your ass and you needing to learn through pain, which is optional, right? The past 7 years, Uranus has been in Taurus, a major shakeup in the wealth system, a major shakeup in the food system, a major shakeup in Mother Earth, in the body. Okay? Now Uranus is moving to Gemini. Gemini is quick. It's air. Air is the quickest sign. And what I want you to know that's extremely, extremely potent about this energy, it's hitting you. It's hitting your unique birth chart. It's hitting the whole collective. It's hitting the chart of your business. This is something I do a lot with my clients as we look at the astrology of your business. Yes, your business has astrology. Yes, you and your soulmate have an astrology chart. Okay? Literally everything in life has an astrology chart. The United States, and I don't want to be US centric because I have a global community, and one of the most important parts of New Earth is having a global perspective. I wrote in my journal the other day, by the way, journaling is very coded with Gemini Genius because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So mercurial activities are going to activate deep change for you, and specifically in whatever part of your birth chart and your business is being activated through all this. If you want to know this, work with me one-on-one. Spoiler alert, I have been offering some a la carte one-on-one sessions. This is not something I publicly promote. If you are interested in this, email me, message me on Instagram. However, the best way to contact me is email. Something that I know is going to happen with Uranus and Gemini is that social media will get unplugged, and everybody who has built their business on a platform they don't own is going to get fucking humbled because they're going to realize where they outsource their power. There's a reason why I have a podcast. There's a reason why I never ever put all my eggs in the social media basket. First of all, it's quick hit energy. Most people that find me through social media, they either come to the podcast and there's someone who loves going deep, and then they eventually join New Earth Elite, become my client, and like just like 100x everything in their life, or they're people who aren't serious about the work. All they want to watch is 90-second clips, get dopamine hits, and, basically numb out and disassociate. If you have built your business on that structure, prepare for it to shatter in the next 7 years. It also doesn't align with my values. I'm a deep, ancient alchemical root cause person, leader, coach, mentor. Everything we do, we're going to the spiritual and the physical root of why. So, just one example, I've helped many of my clients get pregnant after failed rounds of IVF. I did a whole podcast on this. We always go, what's the spiritual root cause of why this challenge is happening? What's the physical? Like, what are you doing? Like daily holy habits, right? I teach holy habits. Your physical health, your body is a portal of manifestation. Health is wealth. A billionaire that can hire the most elite doctors for a self-created disease is not winning. This energy is going very, very fast. And you're either clicking into it on your terms or you are going to be swept up. I've been characterizing it as the Uranus tornado, the Gemini tornado, and unhealed Uranus Gemini energy is chaos. Chaos, 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 gossip, misinformation. You can expect a lot of misinformation, fake news all over mainstream media. Do not believe what you see. And here's the thing, you won't know what's true or not if you are disconnected from your body, if you are disconnected from your intuition, aka if you're scrolling all day, there's no way you can access your inner knowing because you are being programmed to operate in fear at a subconscious level. Your subconscious controls 95% of your decisions all day. I don't care if you go do one of my breathwork classes for an hour and then you spend 10 hours scrolling, you've deleted all the work you did in breathwork. You've got to hold yourself to a higher standard from a place of deep self-respect, reverence for the divine, self-love, and just honestly, relentless refusal for evil frequencies to access you. And what is evil? It's literally just means the opposite vibration of the creator. That's all it means. It's important for you to know about this because this is the energy that is going to be spearheading change, whether it's on your terms or not, for the next 7 years till 2033. It's also going to be deeply amplified because Pluto's in Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, ultimate power. It's the death doula. It's the Dark Lord. It's the underworld. All hail the Dark Lord, right? If you don't have a relationship with death and contemplate death, you will never know how to fully live. I have a podcast coming about my NDE. It's come up a lot in like the past 2 weeks at all the in-person events I've gone to. It's just coming up a lot. So keep your eye out for that. It's also one of my first episodes I ever recorded is like why I YOLO so hard, my NDE. And I go deep into what actually happened there. All of this is getting activated and amplified with Pluto and Aquarius because Aquarius is also an air sign. Pluto and Aquarius is a 20-year transit, so all the way till 2044. It's midwifing the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is fixed air. So Uranus, the planet of shock, upheaval, change, and revolution, is going to be working in the air element, which is the quickest element of the whole zodiac, with Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, ultimate power. You are being shown where you've given your power away. Where have you given your power away to the government, to what other people think, to the quote unquote healthcare system, which is actually the sick care system that profits off you being sick and in dis-ease and believing what other people tell you is true for your body instead of living from the ancient codes from Mother Earth, trusting your oracle, trusting your intuition, being telepathic, being psychic, feeding your body correctly, nourishing yourself. Like, I could go all into this. The next 7 years specifically, these two planets are going to be accelerating massive change, massive death, massive restructuring of power in the air. It's all in air elements, right? Fixed air, Aquarius. I have some episodes more specifically on that energy. I'm not going to go deep into it today. Gemini Genius is curiosity is very Gemini. Gemini is very playful. Gemini is all about flirting. Gemini's like, I'm going to sample everything off the menu, right? Gemini is really, really fun energy. It's inner child energy. How can you stay curious? How can you stay curious? How can you be in a space of non-judgment? How can you hold multiple truths at once? Here's one example, right? I can hold the truth that there's extreme, visceral, bloody war on our planet right now, specifically on Holy Land. There's so much behind that that I'd go deep into if you're my client. Um, and I can also hold the truth that I get to be wildly in my joy while that war is going on. And it's actually some of my deepest work in raising the frequency of the planet. Most of the world will demonize you for that. How dare you be so happy when so much is happening on this planet? It's like, how dare I lower my frequency when there are people on this planet that need me to raise that frequency? It's literally the opposite, right? This episode's very Uranus in nature because it's extremely interruptive. Uranus is about shocking, sudden change. I'm here to pattern interrupt your mindset, to elevate. Elite just means higher frequency. So you're either riding this Gemini genius tornado spiral up into your destiny, into your soul mission, into your highest potential, or like you will either deliberately do that and relentlessly protect your ability to do that with your free will, or the automatic setting is you will spiral into chaos and mediocrity and just destruction of the structures alive on our planet. Like there's no in between. There's no half-assing. There's no, like, it's very binary. It's very black and white. And it's very interesting because I'm like, okay, you've got to hold multiple truths at once, right? However, the binary thing is literally no matter what, I choose the light. And here's the thing. If you don't have the skill set to back it up, you won't do it. That's what makes New Earth Elite different. That's what makes it elite. We're in the training room. Healing is not enough. Knowledge on a podcast is not enough. You've got to skill up. Imagine if I went to the gym literally once and then I expect myself to have an amazing body with strong muscles. That's not how it works. You got to be in the training room. You are an Olympic athlete. This is the Olympic Games. You are playing for creator and you've got to eat differently, think differently, train differently. There's energetic mastery you've got to be in the training room with. This is a very linked to the mystery schools, connected to Mary Magdalene, Hathor, Egypt. You've got to be training in the training room. So the other thing I want you to know about this 7 year cycle is that not only it is this extreme um Uranus and Gemini tornado that you're either gonna like I can't express to you enough how rare it is that you will actually live this choice. I'm there's so many timeline splits right now, and it's like the real reels are being exposed right now. What do I mean by that? If you talk the talk and never walk the walk, you're being exposed right now. And it's not about shame. It's not about guilt. It's about truth. It's about love. It's about power. I dare to see you in your power no matter what. Literally, I don't care about what the circumstance is in your life. You have the power to change. You have the power to live with Creator. Literally, anything you desire is possible. If you desire it, it's your destiny. You've got to create the skill set so that you can receive that on repeat. The other thing happening is that there's an extreme amount of fire in the collective along with this air element. Okay, Neptune just entered Aries for a 17-year cycle. Saturn is going to be in Aries for the next 2 years, so until about 2028, 2029. What do we know about fire and air? Well, if there's a bonfire going and then a big tornado comes, the fire gets bigger, right? You, me, all of us have got to be vitally aware that these two elements are like in charge right now. And first, we've got to harmonize our own bodies with way more grounding with Mother Earth, way more clean water. If you are not drinking filtered reverse osmosis spring water, your third eye is being sabotaged. Like for real, you've got to upgrade your water. Drinking just water without sea salt, without really high quality sea salt, will dehydrate you. Like these are the basics that I do with you in our work together. Health, health. We've got to hydrate. We've got to ground ourselves. Feet on the earth. I don't care where you are. I was just in LA for 2 weeks and like literally bending time. Like I actually was there for 3 months. And if you're on this frequency, you will understand what I mean. If you want to learn more about that, become my client. By the way, if you want to receive my deep teachings on Gemini Genius and do a breathwork journey for my signature modality that has changed hundreds of lives, including mine, on repeat, 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 I have a masterclass. It's called Gemini Genius Breathwork. And just go get that. It's $222. It's such an easy yes. You have lifetime access to it. I will link it in the show notes. That's the best way to start. Um, the way to go deep with me is one-on-one or Greece. The Gemini Genius is such a no-brainer. Like, get it today, do it today to go deeper in this frequency. There is so much happening right now, and this is a new 7-year cycle. And we're in the first Gemini season that Uranus is in Gemini. And so Gemini seasons for the next 7 years, which is mid-May to mid-June. It goes mid-May to mid-June. Usually there's a new moon right before the summer solstice, right? Or or fall solstice or winter solstice, excuse me, depending on what hemisphere you are in. These are the most groundbreaking, shattering, volatile. Uranus is very volatile. Uranus is unstable energy, right? Because remember, we're shaking shit up. It's like you have a snow globe and you're just like, I want change. I'm gonna shake, 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 and then see where the dust settles. So Gemini seasons for the next 7 years. So for the next 7 years, the month leading into the solstice, that happens in June, is going to be an incredible time to break free from old patterns in the Gemini frequency, specifically through breath work. And like I said, not just any random breath work that some person posted TikTok about. You've got to be discerning. There's so many charlatans out there. Charlatans in breath work, charlatans in astrology. Like, you've got to be discerning about who you learn from, who you allow to access your energy field. I have an episode called How to Spot a Charlatan. This is the energy for the next 7 years. And so we have the next seven Gemini seasons are going to be extremely volatile. The opportunity for massive, complete pattern interrupt and change is immense. It's so exciting. And it's only possible through Gemini Genius frequency, holding multiple truths, curiosity, writing, like all of these things are immensely powerful. So it's a very, very, very exciting time to be alive. It's an exciting time. We incarnated at this time for a divine purpose. And so, no matter what happens in the world, there is going to be revolution and it's going to advance at a rapid clip. Why? Uranus and Gemini, right? Know that you have an important soul mission and you just cannot allow mediocrity to access you. You cannot allow yourself to be distracted. And it's you're being called to a higher game. Think about it like this. If you're walking on a treadmill, right, you can focus on your form. With Uranus and Gemini, creator, God source, the universe, the galaxy, the cosmos, just came up to the side of the treadmill and turned the speed all the way up. And all of a sudden you're running, okay? And all of a sudden you're being exposed to all of the refinements you've got to make in your running form. Otherwise, you're going to face plant. I'm seeing a lot of people right now, they're face planting because they did not do the deep work of fundamentals up till now. You've got to get in the training room. You've got to do the fundamentals. Bare minimum, get Gemini Genius breathwork. I will link it in the show notes. Do it today. You have lifetime access. You could do that breathwork journey every day if you wanted, which is a power move, to be honest. And if you feel the call to go deeper and really leverage this moment, if you know you have a deep, deep, deep soul mission and divine assignment, and you are committed and you are seeking and craving investing in the space that can hold you in this unicorn category of one frequency of extreme high performance, elite excellence over the long term, combined with spiritual mastery, healing, alchemy, opening up your spiritual gifts. Remember, spiritual gifts don't mean anything if you haven't refined them and you're not sharing them with potency. If you are looking for this space, welcome home. Apply for one-on-one Lux mentorship, apply to join us in Greece. I'm so excited to welcome you and extend an invitation to the correct souls. This is today's episode. I love you so much. This is the energy, this is the frequency. And yeah, make moves, join my world. Gemini Genius Breathwork link is in the show notes, as well as I literally have an entire library of on-demand breath work where you can go into deep into every sign in the zodiac and do a custom channeled breathwork journey with every sign in the zodiac. So go play there. I believe in you. I believe in a better world. Make a stranger smile. You have no idea what people are going through. People that don't have tools are struggling, and you can be the reason they believe in life again. New Earth is now. New Earth Elite roll up. And I will see you next time on A Better World with Adrienne.